Good afternoon, and welcome to the Black Box Theater. Please take out your phone and turn it off. Today's performances will run without intermission and will last approximately 1 hour. Enjoy the show.
Oh my god, you're amazing. I had a bump roll. This is off shoulder. I have spread out. Is it clean or does it? Do they have a color shirt? Oh, good. Yeah. We can get that in some later. I mean, they come up with
Saturday morning, and it's like, oh my gosh, my husband and I are going to Mexico. My in-laws are celebrating their 50th, and they wanted everybody to. It's beautiful. It's going to be a 24-hour flight. We have to go to Houston, Mexico, to Tulum. It's outside it. It's gonna take us 24 hours. I'm like, but it's good. I should like we're so proud. Like, yeah, great. I know.
Διός και Περσεφωνής, αλήθης ηλεκτρής εκπληκτής, άνδρωτε δαίμον, πλήθη μάτια φωνής, υγιείς δράπτεσον αμυνθές, ευγενές ύπον έχουν, συνεργζόμενες τυφήνες.
96. Gloom has once again sunk its blunt talons into our wearied souls, and it is now, in this melancholy, that we gather in this dilapidated Chuck E. Cheese's to celebrate our friend Jason's birthday.
Oh, the holidays, trees indoors, stockings hung over fires, the sweet, sweet taste of cookies and candies and jelly bellies.
Only days ago did fine aromas drift from our mother's kitchens, dishes brought forth from their holiday conviviality.
And see our fathers, who often stay too long at work, their keys jangling as they enter with a tray of Ferrero Rocher.
But that was the holidays, and the holidays are no more.
And our fathers come home moments before bedtime, just long enough to perfume us with whiskey, bar nuts, and despair.
Jason's birthday is a trying birthday, for we've all just received our presents, not but a week ago, and now have to watch as our parents hand over more presents that should have been ours, placing them into the lap of that dough-faced fool.
It's a sham!
The tokens have all been slotted, and the tickets redeemed.
The ski balls have been shot.
And the moles have all... and the moles have all been whacked.
The cake, Costco bought and soggy, has been deflamed and consumed. It is now time to put on our cheery facade and watch Jason open his gifts.
Welcome, friends, and behold, as I take each of your perfectly wrapped, tinseled, tailored parcels and just tear them up.
A 96 color Crayola kit is essential to an emerging kindergartner, but lacking slush gray, sludge brown, and dirty white, we are incapable of completing our winter scenes coloring books. It's useless.
Useless!
Many thanks, Cassandra. Now I can replace my nose. I wonder what this could be. Splendid! A Mr. Potato Head. Thanks, Helen.
Helen, were you given a Mr. Potato Head for Christmas?
Typical.
Mom buys a wondrous gift for someone else's Rugrat and shafts poor Helen with a "so you think you can read" deck of flashcards.
We are not interested in clear spin stocking stuffers. We want gifts that will prepare us for our future.
How can a man protect his hearth and home without a Nerf Max Force bazooka?
Without an easy-bake oven, how does a woman learn to make peach cobbler with a light bulb? What's this? There's no note, no card.
What is it?
Oh, Tiresias, if only you could see, it's the greatest toy ever to be had, a Tickle Me Elmo. No one, rich or poor, gifted or stunted, could get one this Christmas. His soft red fur invites you to rub his tummy, but if you even get close to tickling him,
I know what a Tickle Me Elmo is.
Poor Tiresias lives above Spanakopia, the sketchy grade B Greek dinner theater on the south side of town.
I can hear you, and though my eyes might fail me, my sight does not. We need to proceed to the next gift. Only evil can come from this present.
he's right. Let this be. You'll see, we won't even care about Elmo in a few years' time. We'll be onto a boy, crammed under a staircase with a scar in the shape of a lightning bolt.
You crack me
me up, Cassandra. Always coming up with this crazy stuff. Talking about some deformed child. Why don't you go take a nap or something?
Oh, joy! Oh, ecstasy! Sweet Elmo like you, an incurable happiness has been lodged into my chest. 2 AA batteries of joy possesses my soul, and now my world is red and furry.
Jason, what a beautiful present. May we each have a turn tickling your Elmo.
Maybe later, but there's still more presents to open.
Come now, Jason. We're all your friends gathered here for this party. Show some amicable spirit.
Let us have a tickle.
No! Do not partake in the tickling! I beg of you, please, Jason! You must have some other presents you are dying to open.
No! Jason is the only child with the famed Tickle Me Elmo. He must give us the chance to gently nuzzle the tips of our fingers into Elmo's plush belly.
Well, to be honest, between the Costco cake and all that gap, I don't want any of your grubby little fingers marring my sweet Elmo's coat.
Your greed astounds us.
Greed? I don't see greediness. In fact, this is the most generous I've ever felt. You all can have whatever gifts you want. Here, Ellen, have a wacky noodle. On me. Sorry. Hector, here, you can have this one. You can even open it. There, now everyone can go home happy from my birthday party.
There are no words to describe how disappointed we are. That charming red monster you hold in your arms has given us hope that there is more to this life than chickenpox and early onset type 2 diabetes. He has given us joy, education, music, laughter. And here he is now, made flesh and cloth for all of us to worship. We, more than any other generation, are the followers of Elmo.
We are the Almighty.
You have denied us.
This is my birthday. This is my special day. It's my party. Mine. It's my day. And clearly, if I've got Elmo, it means I'm more special than any of you chumps. Look at you. You're disgusting. Dressed in your osh-kosh bagosh best, kissing butt, so that you can be the one sitting next to the birthday boy. Pathetic. Now I have Elmo. He's all I need. Laugh, Elmo! Laugh! Get the toy! No! My gloves! Oh gods, if only I had shared.
We tried to warn them.
We always do, but they never listen.
Woke up, it was a Chelsea morning, and the first thing that I heard was a song outside the window, and the traffic wrote the words. It came ringing up like Christmas bells, and wrapping up like pipes and drums. Oh, won't you stay? We'll put on a day, never wear it till the night comes. something like butterscotch and stuck to all my senses. Oh, just think of another day when I'm talking Texas. And the rainbow runs away. I will have you in since I was a pilot. My candlelight by July, if only you will stay. Pretty baby, won't you stop? It's a Chelsea morning. Paradise full of a parking lot with a pink hotel, a boutique, and a swinging hot spot. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got 'cause it's gone. Pink paradise full of a parking lot. All the trees, put 'em in a tree museum. And they charge the people $1.50 just to see 'em. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got 'cause it's gone. You pay paradise full of a parking lot. See from a farmer with a DDT now. See these spots on my
Now, how do they expect to be taken seriously? Looking like that? Like they've just crawled out from out of a gutter. Not a single one has worked a day in their lives, I'm sure. All song and dance, pretty slogans, no substance.
Oh, absolutely. Send your kids to college and this is how they repay you?
Something is wrong out there in San Francisco, I'll tell you that much. No respect for our flag, for the country, for the president, for everything that their liberty stands on. Look at that sign. Lyndon B. Johnson is a war criminal?
Horrible, I say.
The only reason they have the freedom to complain as much as they do is because of the brave soldiers who they turn against now. They should be hanged for treason.
Now, darling, they're just children. They don't really have an idea what the world's about.
I heard they're opening a new multi-screen movie.
Did you hear what that Nixon fellow said to the Times last week? He wants 500,000 of our boys in South Vietnam, and to really start bombing the colonies in Hanoi, right where it would hurt. We can't let the United States of America look like a nation of cowards. What? You think there will be peace if we let all of Asia bow to Mao and the Soviets?
Yes, Howard. Now, Laura, what were you saying
And
about
besides, from what I've heard, things are neither end in Vietnam. The VCs are taking greater losses by the day, and will run them out before the year is through. All these kids scaring them up to draft, the war will be won by the time they can blink.
That'll be the pound cake. Laura, remember to pack, honey. We're leaving for the shore in just a few days. You'll need some nice outfits for dinner with your brother's colleagues. Bathing suit, maybe a tennis outfit. Bring that pink blouse I bought you, the one with the silver buttons. You look so darling in it, and I haven't seen you wear it at all. Anyways, stop that. Anyways, it'll be lovely seeing Walter again. He has some big news. That's fantastic, but I'll wait for him to tell you in person.
Maybe he can pick up a few dinners during the week. Start pulling his weight. Ha!
May I please go over to Caroline's house? We have a big biology test to study for.
you.
Hey, there you are.
Hi.
Man, this is a nice night. Cooled out a lot from earlier. What, you want to try for once?
My parents would smell it on me. What the heck?
Now you'll reek of it anyways, so why not? You can just blame it on me, standing near you. Your mother already thinks I'm the devil, so...
Well, you're not wrong about that. Oh, I saw Randy on the news tonight.
No way, Randy?
Yeah, he was at one of the Vietnam War protests. He was right front and center shouting at the camera.
He'll be thrilled. People are finally paying attention.
The attention isn't exactly positive. I mean, my parents, they weren't happy. Don't worry, they didn't notice it. Thank goodness.
Mr. and Mrs. Davis, sitting in their comfortable home, hoping that our boys will win, fight, and decimate peasant villages with their bombs, and they can't say a thing about it because they're godless communists. Something like that?
Just leave it. Besides, I didn't know Randy was a part of all the Vietnam War marches.
I don't know how you could not be outraged by what's going on. Don't understand how some people aren't. I was on the phone with Randy last night. He said they keep holding debates on campus. People from all across the city coming in to hear from these reporters and professors.
They're all against the war?
Some more than others. It's just a chance to get the truth out. Hearing about the speakings and the progress in Vietnam, the senators are sick of it, telling Johnson to make peace and get out of there.
Well, if there are people in Washington fighting against the war, they're not exactly succeeding. I mean, another bombing campaign was just authorized last week, remember? And we're so close to the end of the war anyways.
So close to the end of the war? Well, that's not true at all. Randy told me the U.S. Army is floundering, being attacked from all sides, sabotaged, roads and food supplies cut off. That's why they keep upping the draft. It's because we're losing.
That's all just rumor, though. And besides, my dad, he was in Korea, so he knows way more about the war and communists than any of us kids do. And you have to admit that, Damien. Besides, whether we're winning or losing, nobody really knows except for Johnson. And hey, there was a sign calling him a war criminal.
Well, isn't he one? The evil they're committing out there. Napalm and cities on fire. The scenes they won't show us here on TV. Randy's seen it all.
You think even the news is different out there? What's next? A sky full of diamonds? Milk and honey flowing through the streets?
Are you mocking me?
Yeah, kinda! No, I mean, it's just funny. The way you talk about Randy like he's in El Dorado. Fairy realm.
But it is all those things, Zora. Atlantis, El Dorado, Queen Mob's palace. Glowing with light and color. Nothing like this place. Randy and his friends, they're moving to a new neighborhood. In the center of all these things going on. Hyde Asher, Adams, or something. People singing and dancing on every street corner. Free meals and everyone sharing all that they have. Talking about civil rights and sexual revolution. Organizing the protests your parents see on TV. It's like a new religion. And they wear flowers in their hair.
You really think a place is that perfect? No place is. You're describing a utopia.
Hey, I'm just telling you what Randy told me. You don't think he's a liar, do you?
Oh, sure. Your brother would never exaggerate.
So cynical, Laura. But come on. He's in the thick of it. He must know something that we don't.
I gotta go. I'll see you later. I'm packing for the stupid beach trip.
Oh, the thing with your brother? Okay. Tell the golden boy I said hi for me, alright?
Laura, how's the packing going?
Oh, fine. I'll be done before dinner. Mom said you'd be working late tonight.
Yeah, the technicians didn't have much to say, so...
That's good.
Sure is. Listen, Laura, you can't think your old man is that oblivious. A lot of people come and go through this little neighborhood. Some of them fade, but there's a few I'll always remember. And one of those is Randy Patterson.
Damien's mother? I haven't seen him in years.
Yes, that hippie crusader who got a spotlight on the evening news. I know you saw him. Climbing on top of lampposts, looking so upset, I half expected tears to start streaming down his face. He was practically posing for his close-up. He always loved to make a spectacle of himself. I bet he's glad. Picketing that old man's ice cream store. And old Erickson was from Georgia. It's just how he was raised. Not fair to blame him.
Yeah, I remember that.
I told that Patterson not to send his kid to Berkeley. Like putting a kid in a candy store. And look where he is now. He's become one of those self-righteous, anti-American freaks!
But his heart is in the right place, at least. I mean, with the ice cream shop, the separate counters, that was hurting people. Randy did what he did because he thought that it wasn't right. Isn't that worth something?
That sure is sweet, but listen, Laura, to live a good life. Your grandparents had absolutely nothing, you know? Just a plot of land and some underfed livestock. They could have let me run wild like those Pattersons, but instead they taught me to put my heart into everything I did, listen to those wiser than me, and have respect and gratitude above all. Those lessons, their words, that's what got me through the war. It made me the first man of my family to go through college on the GI Dollar, living a life in which I did nothing that you could point to and say, now here's where that boy went
Because you were
wrong.
just doing what you were told, right? Sounds a lot like my brother.
And look where your brother is now, off on the East Coast with enough money for his own place. And you heard your mother.
All he's done is put his head down and work for years and years. Hardly enough time to speak a few words to me when I was a kid.
Yes, he put his head down and worked, and look where that got him. Laura, look, soon Randy will realize that what he's doing, it's not right. Biting the hand that feeds, he will realize that he is not what a man should be.
Hey, Dad. How do you know that the war's really close to being over?
Well, it's a fact. It's what everyone is saying. Haven't you been watching the news with us?
Yes, I have, but isn't there anyone who disagrees?
Nobody that matters, that's for sure. Are you going to listen to the decent folk? Or are you going to listen to some drugged out lowlife spouting fairy tales and prophecy? Well, who are you going to listen to?
Laura, how's the packing going?
Our daughter seems to think that we don't know what we're talking about when we talk about the war. I think someone's been putting crazy ideas in her head.
I'll bet she's been spending time around that Damien again. All the women on the Winter Formal Committee still can't stop talking about how he acted that night. Dancing in the strangest way, head flung back like he was in a trance, spinning like some witch woman. Someone ought to put him right. Wish the Pattersons would up and move off this street. It's not good to have such a bad influence so close.
Did I tell you I saw that bird? right there?
Sorry, I got all caught up helping my dad. Hey. Hey, are you okay?
Are you lying to me?
What? Laura!
Or is Randy lying to you? Okay, never mind that. Let's say my dad, he's been lying to me. My mom too. Or the television is lying to them. Maybe Lyndon B. Johnson is lying to the press. Or the Secretary of Defense is lying to him. The professors up at Berkeley, they could be lying. All the while thinking they're telling the truth. Because we're all so firm in our convictions, right? No one will ever admit they're wrong. So, yes is no, and no is yes. Every fact is completely true and false at the exact same time. It just depends on who you're talking
Laura! Laura, calm down. What happened?
All I see is this suburb where nothing happens except for school dances and biology tests. Where are the bombs? The napalm you talk about. The mythical fights in Congress. The street with people singing and dancing folk songs. I see absolutely none of it. So how do I know these things even exist? All I know are a few images of fire in a blurry jungle. Images you tell me are different from the ones they show in San Francisco. The rest is just words. Contradicting or venomous words. Words I only hear because of the satellites crawling across this country, all buzzing with information and electrical impulses. There's nothing human about it. I need you to tell me who to trust, Damien. How do I know it's true?
How about you go see for yourself?
What?
Go find out who's got it right. Get out of here and actually see what's going on in America.
You mean all the way across the country?
Yes! Come to San Francisco with me. It's the perfect idea. God, we should really do it. Why not? We just hop on a Greyhound a couple of days and we're there. Right in the center of it all. We can stay with Randy. And once we're there, there'll be no one. Not even me that can keep you from the truth.
Packing? It's going to be such a lovely time, all of us together.
Yes, but I'm not taking the pink blouse.
Well, why not?
Because I don't like the way it looks on you. Isn't that enough?
Is this about earlier? Because I feel bad, honey, I do. I know it would hurt me to hear someone say bad things about a friend, but we're just...
Watching out for me? Because you don't need to. I think Damien's a good person. Randy too. And if you would stop sticking your noses in their business like everyone else.
I said I'm sorry, Laura. I believe you. So please, believe me when I say I'll try to do better. Anyways, good night.
Good night.
Sleep well.
I'm sorry too.
You showed.
With enough money for our bus tickets and a soda pop each.
Laura, do you feel it? We're about to join something. A new age, an upheaval. Universal love will win over fear and nothing will be the same.
Universal love? They've got you hook, line, and sinker. Let's just see if truth can win over fear, okay? Stick to that.
To each their own. But for now, off to San Francisco.
What's your emergency?
It's our daughter, Laura Davis. She's 17 and she's gone.
working! Start working!
My, I'm getting old. My joints are locking up. Aren't they?
Aren't we all getting old?
I guess we are. I guess we all are.
Start working!
Come on, get to work, you idiots! Forgetting to turn on your timers! Hey, you. Look at this. Look at this lovely fruit. Doesn't it look delicious? No, you can't have it! Ha! You're one of them, anyways.
That was quite red, wasn't it?
Yes, it was quite colorful. I wonder what it tastes like. I've never had one before.
Come on. It was just an apple. You know we can't eat what they eat.
But why?
We simply can't. Back to work.
Start working!
The bell's gone. It's gone.
What's happening?
It doesn't work. The bell.
The bell doesn't work? Oh well, it'll get fixed tomorrow.
Hopefully, it'll take a little longer. Perhaps day after tomorrow.
Anyway, it's nice having all this peace and quiet, no matter how long it may last.
By failing, it gives us a peace of mind. How interesting of an idea is that?
Quite interesting, I must say.
It's the manager.
He came back.
Hey, you. Might you know what this is?
I don't know.
What did I expect from you? You new workers aren't all you're proclaimed to be. Ha! Higher-ups call it self-taught learning, but I don't think you know anything. Now, do you know where I got this chocolate from? A kiosk? What? Are you trying to play dumb with me? I got it from a store!
But isn't a kiosk a store?
Of course not. A kiosk is a kiosk and a store is a store! Now get back to work! Stay back, worker! Your kind aren't allowed these privileges. It's in your rule book.
The rule book?
The rule book?
The rule book.
That's right, the rule book. You know the laws.
The law.
Our laws. I understand the laws. Have we ever gone a day without them?
Never. Never before. Besides, what would we be without them?
We would be nothing.
What are you two doing? Get back to work! You weren't meant to think. You only follow their orders.
There?
The people up there. Always looking down on us. But I don't see anything. No one does. There's just the light. Those damn fluorescents. I'm drowning in light. White is my life, a shoreless ocean, an unbeached whale, unwanted yolk, mother's egg tossed aside all Hallows Eve. You know, higher-ups don't let us see them in their class offices. They get the nice chairs, the dinners, the benefits, while we get the stools. All I get to see is their trash day after day, month after month, year after year. The same room to destroy their trash. For what? The carrot and not the stick? Little prize at the end? All this time for what? What's the point of being a kid when you yourself are a pauper? Another unseen face in the company, meant to do what they tell me to. Chasing the elusive goal that I'll pursue. Going around and around on a track, searching for a finish line that doesn't exist. Dog chases his tail over and over again, over and over again.
He always does.
What did you say to me, Matt? Whatever. What does it matter? A few minutes here, a few minutes there. But you're not one of us, are you? You're just another one of them, made to work day and night and day without thinking at all. You're just another body, aren't you? Another one of the many. Now get back to work. More paper arriving and they expect it to be shredded by tomorrow.
How much time do we have?
Look at your watch. I'm not your personal timekeeper!
They didn't give us watches.
Seems fitting for mutts like you.
I wonder, what time is it?
How would I know? Is it still 8?
8 o'clock? As in 8 a.m.?
But are we really working in the morning?
What if we're working at night?
Is it both?
Could it really be 8?
The clock reads 8. If the clock points at 8, then it must be 8. That is what they taught us.
Is that all there is to know?
I don't know.
I don't know either, but...
Again and again.
Again and again.
Again, the clock reads 8.
Again
That hour hand always points down.
I wonder why.
I wonder why. My God!
What? What is it?
What day is it?
Day?
How long have we been here?
How would I know?
It could be a weekend.
What does it matter?
You know, everything is just the same.
Again and again.
Again and again.
Over and over and over again.
Monday is the same as Saturday.
Tuesday is the same as Sunday.
Why is everything the same?
Again and again.
Can't there be a little color to this life?
Isn't one color enough?
What of everything else? What is there apart from this monotone gray?
We have our orders.
We have our... What need is there for orders?
Our orders complete us. They wake us up each morning. They give us purpose and our life meaning. Can't you see that we need them?
Have you ever read any of these sheets? Day after day, night after night, we have destroyed paper. Aren't you curious about what's on them?
Why should I read it? It's not part of our orders. What is it?
Newspaper.
Newspaper? That's odd. I've never shredded any before. It must be from the new pile.
Don't shred it just yet. I want to see if there's any more.
The manager will get angry at us if we don't finish our task by the end of the day.
I think the job can wait.
No, it can't.
It's just a few papers.
No, the job can't wait. We have to continue.
Interesting. It was made on November 2nd.
See? What good is news when it's old?
Is it?
It's fake and must be destroyed.
Why is it that you want to destroy this so badly?
That is our orders.
Orders. Orders? You want to follow orders?
I have to.
I can't believe. Are orders all you think about?
They complete us just as we complete them.
Why? After all this punishment and labor, humiliation and nonsense, all you care about are orders?
Orders are all I have! They're all we have.
Have you ever thought about the outside?
Outside? Like, outside of this room?
Yes. That's outside, I guess.
I don't know. I can't remember. My memory's not what it used to be.
Don't you want to keep this? It's from outside. From above the lights.
But, can you see past the lights?
No. I can't.
Then that's it. There's nothing but this room.
No. There must be something. I don't care what it is. There must be something.
Wait! The door's locked! The manager must have locked it before! Wait! It was open! It was open this entire time.
Start working!
Hey! Are you awake? I saw you walk out yesterday. How was outside?
What are you talking about? Outside?
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
But I saw you walk out yesterday. The door was unlocked and you pushed it open. I saw you walk out. You walked out. Really? Why would I ever open the door? That's not our orders. Look, it's the newspapers you read before. You must remember this. Reading is not part of our orders. We must follow orders. What happened to you? Why would I ever keep anything from you? I'm just following orders. What did they do to you? They made me realize what I am. And what are you? I am their machine. Just as you are. We will always be their machine.